Oh yeah, good moment world. How are y'all doing today? This is the Phoenix, flying into the moment yet again to deliver peace, love, and awareness to you and all the beautiful people out there. And the topic of this video is how being a server for 10 plus years has helped me connect with so many people, and how I believe it is that this experience really is what's going to help me create my business and start helping people in the way that I really want to. So I've been a little background. I'm a server right now, working at an Italian restaurant, and I've been a server, like I said in the beginning, for about 10 plus years. Really been working since I was a kid. Family business. My parents owned a catering company when I was young, so around like 6 or 7, I began helping them out, washing dishes, helping them prepare luncheons for catering functions. And then around the age of 13, 12, 13, that's when they opened up their first banquet facility. And I became a server at the age of 13. I worked with them all the way up until 18, till I went onto the real world and got a job at a buffet style restaurant. Worked there for about 3.5 years, met a lot of great people. I loved my fam there, and it was a very great experience. After that, I moved on to an organic Thai restaurant that has some of the most amazing, scrumptious food that I've ever had in my entire life. And I miss it because I haven't been there in a while. I worked there for about a year, and now currently I'm at an Italian restaurant. So that's just a little quick background on my work history. And, a lot of people might have this conception that you don't need, like, the experience that you have as a server won't get you far in life. And I'm going to be one to beg to differ, because honestly, the experience as a server that I have gained has been very remarkable. I've learned a lot. I met a lot of great people. I've worked with a lot of great people, and it has really opened my mind and opened my awareness to really one key thing that I've noticed about humans. Because I've met people across all different cultures from many different places being a server, and I've essentially learned that we're all the same. As far as we all have a story, and we all want our story to be heard. Why do I make YouTube channels? Because I want my story to be heard. I want my voice to be heard. Why do I write? We as humans love to record things, right? And being a server has allowed me to come into contact with so many people, and I've seen similar themes across the many dialogues that I have participated in. And it's absolutely incredible. When you get a table that comes in, when I first greet people, I can pretty much get this vibe immediately. The sense, okay, their day's been going this way, or their day's been going this way. So my job as a server, I'm not necessarily concerned about the tip, because if that's the end game, that's like what I'm thinking about, then that's just not the right way to be a server. That's just not the correct method. Really, I just want to provide people with a great experience. So that's why when I approach the table, I'm well articulate, I'm very nice to try to crack a couple jokes. If they have kids, I'll kneel down, I'll be like, oh, hey, that's a cool little drawing you're doing, and stuff like that. Really connect with people, because I feel like a lot of servers are starting to get away from that. You could definitely tell the difference between the servers that are there just for the tip and the ones that are there to give experience, to show them, hey, I'm human. I'm just working in the position of a server, but hey, I'm human. And I think we also have to realize is that, especially since it's around food, which, the house revolves around the kitchen. I don't know if you know that, but the house definitely revolves around the kitchen, because food is such a big thing. So if you have people come in to the restaurant and they're in an upset mood, but you can really if you can lift their spirits, even if the food sucks that particular day, then obviously you're doing something right. And the people I've met, the people who I've worked with, they really opened my mind, they've opened my awareness, and I have found that I'm able to connect with young people, people my age, people older than me. I have a good friend, he's in his 50s. I met him at Golden Corral, and this guy told me a story about how he was overseas and he almost died because he was on the opposite side of this wall. He was in the military, and an RPG hit that wall, and the wall caved in on him and his unit, and he actually has a scar from that experience. And then, of course, when I heard of how much his pension was and how really it's not much at all, I was just like, that's crazy. How can you go through an experience like that and not really get what I definitely believe in, I'm sure you believe you deserve? But I'm pretty sure that experience taught him a lot of information. It gave him a lot of knowledge. However, it really allowed to open and shift my perspective. A couple weeks ago, I had a table come in. It took them a while to get greeted at the front because we didn't have a host. So it was a slower night than usual, so we had less people on the floor. Finally, they got to sit down. It seemed like normally we wanted to take them, but I ended up taking them. The food didn't come out as fast. The food was a little cold, and things were just kind of messed up. And the one of the ladies, I can just tell that her energy was just not there from the get-go. However, towards the end of the meal, she actually told me, it's like, Jamal, you're a very, very great server, because even though all of the stuff went down, even though it just seemed like the foundation was just crashing, you just would not let me stay upset. There's something about your energy, it just would not let me stay upset. And that really made me feel amazing. It made me feel great to know that I could have that effect on someone. To have someone come into the restaurant already in a pretty upset mood, and for me to lift them out of that, despite the fact that everything else seemed to be going wrong, made me feel good. And now I'm coming to this awareness that I believe that is this experience as a server that I've had for 10 plus years that's really going to allow me to shape my business and shape what I want to do. And that is to help you all to connect back to their childhood, to connect back to the goal that they found in their childhood. Because, as kids, there was a lot of things that we like to say, oh, look at that thing, look at that thing, look at that thing, look at all the pretty colors, look at that, so look at that, look at that. But we all had that one thing, or those two things, or those three things, if we're multi-talented, which we all are multi-talented, but we all had those couple of things that we just zoomed in on, like a freaking beacon, like a laser, and we just dove ourselves into that. Our parents didn't have to tell us, hey, did you do this today? Did you do that? We just did it automatically. But I feel like a lot of people have gotten away from that growing up, myself included. I got away from some of my passions too. But that's why I'm making these videos, because I want to share my voice. We as humans love to record. And one of the things that I notice as far as this new industry that's popping up, which is life coaching, which is great. I watched a lot of life coaching videos. I've read a lot of books. I even have a mentor that I've been going to see for the past several months. And I'm really trying to figure out how to break into this new industry, right? And one thing that I have noticed is that I think people, and I believe you can tell me if this is right or wrong, if you could attest to this, I think people really just want someone to hear them out, to hear their story. Have someone kind of tell them what they've been through, and maybe we just pick out, hey, well, what about this? This is obviously something that you held on to, so it must be important in some way. I think it's important to help people remind themselves what they should do, because we have the answers inside of us. There is no great guru or no great coach that's going to whip your butt into shape. It's all about you. It's all your drive and your motivation, your inspiration that you put inside of yourself prior to coming to this earth. And one of the things that I want to do is help people reconnect back to that. But I want to be more of a facilitator. I'd rather put people in the environment to allow them to get to that space. One of the ways I wanted to do that is through art and through dancing and music, because I believe that that is definitely a gateway to finding the gold in the moment. That's really all I want to talk about, is how being a server has really helped me. And now that I'm becoming more aware of this experience and why I've been that way, because honestly, I've been very disillusioned. I had been disillusioned by being a server for the past several months, or the past year. It's like I'm over it. I'm done with the industry. But at the same time, I really just want to thank the universe and my higher self for putting myself in the server position, because it has allowed me to connect with so many people, and it has allowed me to see the similarities and the themes across all borders, across all definitions, across all parameters, all creeds, races, religions, everything, nationalities. I've seen that people have a story that they want to be heard, and I want to hear your story. You hear my story, I want to hear your story. So I'm actually going to go ahead and set this thing up. I'm probably going to start offering free consultations through Skype, and we're going to just see where this goes. We're going to jump right into it because, you know, I love you all, and I want you to find the gold in this moment just like I found the gold in this moment. Just like Mega Man has found the gold in Samus right here. So that is all for this video. I love you all. Remember to find the gold in this moment, for that is all that exists, and I will catch you all on the next video. We're inside, but we're going to do it anyways. Woo! Catch y'all later.